This Saturday, you're invited to the Eckley Miners Village to check out all the great things that are there, to take a tour, and so much more. And guess what? Admission is free. It is all part of Free Admission Day, Explore Eckley Miners Village, and Pennsylvania Trails of History, Sites, and Museums. Here to tell us all about it today is Chris Stokeham. Chris is a project manager for the Eckley Miners Village. Chris, thanks so much for joining us. This sounds like a great day. People get to come take advantage, and it's free of charge.
You know, Eckley is one of several historical sites managed by the Pennsylvania Historical Museum Commission that will be offering free admission from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on this Saturday, September 24th. We have a bunch of different activities planned for the day. And so, as always, visitors are able to tour through our museum and to walk or drive the length of the village. We preserve more than 200 structures, and that's everything from miners' homes to churches to mine operators' mansions, and then any number of outbuildings, outhouses, cow sheds, garages, things that really give you, a comprehensive window into the lives of anthracite mining families.
Absolutely. So now when this event happens on Saturday, I'm sure a lot of people will be showing up. I'm sure you're glad that people are coming back because COVID took a toll on Eckley.
It took a toll on Eckley as it took a toll on so many of our public institutions. And the real tragedy at a spot like Eckley is that this is a place where people, really develop a personal connection, right? Whether they have family members who are involved in the anthracite industry or they're trying to understand, the origins of our regional culture. Eckley can tell that story in a way that not many other heritage sites can. And so, it's great to see people back here walking the streets, reminiscing, having memories of their fathers or grandfathers called up as they see this historic landscape that we're able to provide.
Now, also on Saturday, you told me there's going to be an author there. So this is exciting as well.
So Mitch Troutman he's an organizer, an activist, grew up in northeastern Pennsylvania. And he recently released a book called The Bootleg Coal Rebellion. And so Mitch is looking at this sort of untold history of survival strategies that people in the anthracite region came up with during the Great Depression. As with so many other companies, coal mining operations here in northeastern Pennsylvania laid off thousands of workers during the Great Depression. And Mitch has the story of how those communities came together, organized themselves to secretly and illegally mine coal on company-owned lands. They processed that coal themselves, got it to market themselves. I mean, the scale of the industry that he describes is really remarkable. In the course of the 1930s, they mined something like 2.5 million tons of coal. And these are small operations, 3, 4, or 5 workers. They're operating under cover of night. They're hounded by coal and iron police. And so what they were able to accomplish and the way they were able to, support themselves and their families through this economic crisis is really amazing. And there's, it's an inspiring book and frequently one that has, lessons for today about what communities can pull together with scant resources, when they have to.
That's nice. So when people come over, they get a special treat as well. They get to see the author and purchase his book if they would like to do so as well. And you tell me they're going to be also doing some flower bulb planting. So people could help with that if they want to.
That's right. So 10 in the morning, we'll have some of our volunteers here. They'll be planting flower bulbs around our slate picker's house, which represents the living conditions of some of the most recently arrived laborers in Eckley. And so, if you want to come out and help beautify the property, there's no prior gardening experience required. We'd love to have your help.
And you do need help all year round. You need volunteers because that's one thing that COVID did impact, the volunteers that were coming to Eckley.
That's absolutely right. Without the volunteers, the site, can't offer the programs that we want to offer. We can't offer tours with the frequency that we want to offer them. And so, there's a lot of ways you can get involved. You don't have to be an expert on the history of the anthracite region. You don't have to have any, prior educational experience, anything like that. But if you care about a local institution and you want to support our mission, our efforts to document how regional culture has changed and developed over time, the hard work and sacrifice of anthracite mining families. Certainly, check out our website, give us a call. We can explain in greater detail all the ways you can get involved. We would just love to have you here.
All righty. So the best phone number for them to call to get in touch?
It's 570-636-2070.
All right, very good. So a lot happening always at Eckley. A lot of volunteers needed to help continue the wonderful tradition of this great historic site in our area. And everyone come out this Saturday from 10 till 5, free admission. A lot happening and a lot to see. Thanks so much, Chris. Hope to talk with you again soon.
Thanks, Lisa. Thanks for having me.
Today's news feature is brought to you by Falvello Law Firm. Have you been injured in a car accident? Call Falvello Law Firm. Your case is our fight.